Hey guys, your boy Sean Bellamy. I'm back with a brand new video here on my channel. And our Philadelphia Eagles did it. We are now 9-1 after coming back down from 10 points on the road at Arrowhead Stadium against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs. The same Chiefs that beat us last year in the Super Bowl. We came back down from 10 points, 17-7, to beat Kansas City 21-17. Let me say that again. We not only came back down from 10 to beat Kansas City, our defense shut out the Chiefs and gave up no points in the second half as we won the game 21-17. Coming into this season, you guys, you know, after having the great season that we had, making it to the Super Bowl last year, being the NFC champs, our schedule is going to be tough. That's just how it is when it's NFL schedule, you know, creators or makers, whatever you want to call it, come up with these games for these teams. You knew our schedule was going to be tough. And it's it's being described as the gauntlet for the Philadelphia Eagles after our bye week. I believe we have our bye week 10, and this is week 11. We just beat Kansas City. But coming after our bye week, there was 4 games that everyone was talking about that basically they called a gauntlet, and was going to kind of be a test of this Eagles team. You know, was it going to help us, you know, kind of make the gap a little bigger between the other NFC teams and us? Or was it going to close the gap and have people thinking that there's someone over there that could dethrone the Eagles? And those 4 games was against Kansas City on the road, like we just had tonight. And then we're at home, I think, 2 straight games against the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers, who we beat at NFC Championship game to get to the Super Bowl last year. And then we finish that 4-game gauntlet on the road against Dallas, against Dak Prescott and them boys. So this was a great start tonight, man. Like I said, coming into this game, a lot of Eagles fans wanted the revenge. They wanted to taste the revenge, beating Mahomes and the Chiefs because, again, they beat us last year in the Super Bowl. Me personally, as the days went by and definitely leading up to this game tonight, I didn't really care for the whole revenge thing because it doesn't change the fact they did beat us in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, this win is all I wanted. I was happy that we beat them. Because again, it's a big game. To me, this solidifies more and more that the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFL, definitely best team in the NFC. I feel that we have not even played and lift off as far as our offense and the team as a general. Like, we're still not playing our best ball. And we came into Arrowhead on the road against Patrick Mahomes and them dudes and came back and won the game. Like, I'm serious. You can call me biased all you want, but I just feel like we're the best team, dude. We're not playing our best, and we're still winning the games in any fashion that we can. That just shows a mentally tough team. All this talent is great, but when things aren't looking great for us, the Eagles still find a way to win. You can't go against that philosophy. You can't go against it because what is the most important thing to do in the NFL or any sport? You want the W. Of course, as an Eagles fan, we want cleaner games. We want to come out of here with not pulling our hair out and going insane and stressing out about if we're going to win or not. Of course, we don't want those type of games. But you just have a thought in your head the Eagles are going to find a way. It's frustrating to watch at times, trust me, but it's absolutely, you just know they're going to find a way, and they did. Coming back down from 17-7, I just can't stress that enough on the road against this caliber of a team in Kansas City, and winning and shutting them out in the second half was just, chef kiss beautiful, man. What a win. Like I said, I know some Eagles fans will love the revenge thought of this, but I don't look at it like that. All I look at it is 1-1 in the series these last 2 years between us and Kansas City. The issue is that one win they have is the one that we want, if that makes sense. I still want that Super Bowl. If we run into them again, cool, because I still feel in my heart of heart we can beat Kansas City. We lost by 3 points last year, 38-35, in a classic Super Bowl matchup against them last year. I feel confident we can beat them. And this game tonight, to me, proved it. But yeah, this was another classic game as well. I want to say that real quick before I go over the game. Again, shout out to Kansas City Chiefs and their fans. I have no disrespect, no disrespect, but no hate, no dislike towards Kansas City. I love Patrick Mahomes. I love Travis Kelce. You already know I love Andy Reid, longtime Eagles head coach. And I'm glad he's having so much success. Just hope he doesn't have it no more against Philly. But yeah, I have no hate towards Kansas City. I could really, I really like their team. And it was another classic bout. This just, to me also, and I'm giving a lot of Eagles credit, you got to give Kansas City, like, I don't have any shadow of a doubt when you look at the Eagles and Chiefs. These are the two best teams in NFL. This was another classic game between these two. If we get another Super Bowl, I'll be happy with that. Obviously, I want the outcome to be different, but you cannot tell me there's not the two best teams in the league. I'm sorry. These in their respective conferences, Eagles and NFC, Kansas City and the AFC. I would not be surprised that we see this matchup in the Super Bowl again. I wanted to say Baltimore, the Ravens, because I love Lamar Jackson and I like the Ravens team. The issue with the Ravens to me is they're just so inconsistent when it comes to their late game collapses. But I know they're there. I think they're the number 1 seed right now. But again, I just wouldn't be surprised if Kansas City makes it, this year again. It's just, I don't know, the championship or whatever you want to call it. I just got to give them their respect. But again, another classic game between the Eagles and Chiefs, 21-17. Huge shout out to our defense. Like I said, we shut them out in the second half, gave up 0 points. It was like a bend don't break philosophy throughout the game. Patrick Mahomes and them was going to do their thing. I mean, come on, it's Patrick Mahomes, it's Travis Kelce, and these dudes. They're going to get yards. They're going to move down the field. It's just about if your defense could do whatever they can and make those important plays. And the Eagles defense did. There was a play in the first half where Kevin Byard, our newly acquired safety, we got there before the trade deadline from Tennessee, all-pro safety. We were just waiting for a moment for him to welcome to Philadelphia moment. And he had a big interception in the first half that actually stopped, I believe it stopped Kansas City from going up 14-7. But it was a big interception nonetheless. So shout out to Kevin Byard for that. There was a huge play. I forgot who made it, but it was I believe it was like late in the third quarter where we was down 17-14. I believe we was down 17-14 or 17-7, one of those. And Kansas City was driving, and I think they got to the red zone, and Patrick Mahomes threw a pass, very simple pitch and catch pass to Kelce, and Kelce made a move, but as soon as he made a move and got around one defender, another defender from the Eagles punched the ball out and fumbled, and the Eagles recovered. It was a very big play. Granted, the Eagles did not score in that drive after they got the ball back, due to some terrible play calling by Brian Johnson, who continues to give you these up and down moments as an offensive coordinator. But it was still a big play nonetheless by this Eagles defense that really stopped the Kansas City Chiefs from scoring a touchdown or stopping them from at least getting points, getting a field goal. It was a very big turnover. So shout out to our defensive coordinator, Sean Desai. Hopefully I said his name right. Sorry if I didn't. But shout out to him as defensive coordinator. I am sold on this dude. I think he makes adjustments as time goes on, especially if the defense is struggling in the first half. You know he's going to come out in the second half with some adjustments. But yeah, also shout out to the Eagles defense. They bend, but they did not break, and they definitely made some key stops against this Kansas City Chiefs offense led by Patrick Mahomes. Over on the offensive side, Jalen Hurts had, to me, it was a solid, good game. He was, I would say he's mostly clean for due the most part. He had one interception that was a bad throw by him. I'm pretty sure he'll say he'll want that back. I think it was like a little miscommunication between him and A.J. Brown. What happened on the play was A.J. Brown, we was driving down the field, and A.J. Brown, I think, was going up against their corner, Snead. And he beat the Kansas City Chiefs cornerback, Snead, so fast off the ball that I think the route was originally supposed to be A.J. Brown supposed to go to the middle. He's supposed to go up and then run through the middle, and Jalen was going to meet him as soon as he turned around and throw him the ball. But because A.J. realized he beat Snead off the ball so fast, he immediately just kept going straight. There was no safety. There was no one behind. It was A.J. Brown had Snead beat. If Jalen just would have threw that ball even, just a good little floater here and there, that would have been an interception. That would have been a touchdown for A.J. Brown. But Jalen just kind of, it was a very light throw. He thought that AJ was going to cut inside because he had Snead beat. So because he thought that he was going to cut inside, Jalen just, kind of was like a very light pass. He just kind of just chilled and threw it, and Snead was able just to get on top of the ball and make a good interception. So again, I would say that's more Jalen Hurts' feet than AJ, because again, if you as a wide receiver think you got a guy beat, you're just like, screw the route I was supposed to run, I'm going down the field. But again, it is what it is, it happens. But besides the interception, Jalen was great, he ran the ball well. Definitely, made some guys miss here and there. Definitely had a dime late in the game, a huge dime, We was down 17-14 against Devontae Smith, which led to the tush push at the brotherly shove. I'm sorry, brotherly shove at the 1 yard line that gave us the lead to go up 21-17 and basically ended it. And that was like the game winning touchdown away from there. DeAndre Swift, our running back. This is why I was so happy when Howie Roseman, our GM, got him from Detroit in the trade. DeAndre Swift is such a difference maker, man. It pisses me off so much when Brian Johnson, offensive coordinator, does not give him the ball enough. Because when you give the ball to DeAndre Swift, when he can do things in open field, it just reminds me of those days of LaShawn McCoy. Like, when you get him the ball in open field, it's literally danger time and scary time for the defense, because DeAndre Swift can make you miss like that, dude. He's just can stop on a dime, make you look silly, spin off tackle. He's hard to take down. He's definitely hard to catch up to. I love watching DeAndre Swift, and I really wish Brian Johnson would stop playing and give the man the ball, because when he got the ball against Kansas City tonight, he was a difference maker. I love DeAndre Swift on this team, man. He had a hell of a game. Devontae Smith had a good game. I think he had like 6 catches for like 99 yards. Again, he had that big reception from Jalen Hurts' dime throw late in the game when we was trying to take the lead, which we ended up doing. This offensive line was shaky a little bit. Well, definitely for the most part. The Eagles actually, in general, when we talk about the trenches, offensive line and defensive line was not that impressive and not that fun to watch. I look at these offensive line and defensive line for the Eagles as the best in the league, or at least top 5. But they were definitely getting punched in the mouth a lot by Kansas City's front trenches guys on the offensive line and defensive line. But I definitely think both defensive line and offensive line for the Eagles definitely did a better job later in that game. They got pressure on Mahomes, and the offensive line definitely did a better job blocking for Jalen, who was damn near running for his life every play, it felt like, in the first half. But yeah, you guys, it was a classic game between Eagles and Chiefs. Again, not our cleanest game, but that should be scary for the rest of you teams out there, because we have yet to play a perfect game. We're still out here, finding ways to win, and that's all it is. Like, the Eagles are a resilient, mentally tough team. Resilient, mentally tough team, and I'm so happy we got this W, man. This was a really, really good team win. We're 9-1 right now. Number 1 seed in the East. Number 1 seed NFC. And after this, we got Buffalo. I don't know if it's a Sunday night game. I forgot when we played them. I know it's Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's not Monday. But we got Buffalo and Philly, which would be nice. And then, like I said, we got San Francisco, and then we got Dallas in Dallas. But yeah, you guys, 9-1. I'm happy, man. Flag was fly. I'm out. Peace.